Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to make an AI voice agent, and it is super easy. Let's dive right in by showing you a demo first.
Hi there. This is Kate from the appointment department at Retell Health. Am I speaking with Jay?
Yes, Jay speaking.
Great. I'm calling to remind you that you have your annual body check coming up on March 12th, 2025 at 10 a.m. EST. Are you available for that appointment?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. Is there anything that the doctor should know before your annual checkup?
Yeah, I've been having high blood pressure lately.
Thanks for sharing that. How long have you been experiencing high blood pressure, and have you noticed any specific triggers or changes in your routine?
Maybe about 3 months, nothing that I can remember.
Got it. It's good to keep track of that. Just a reminder, please don't eat or drink anything after midnight before your checkup. If there are any changes in your health condition before then, feel free to give us a call. Do you have any questions about your upcoming appointment?
Nope, no questions.
Thanks for your time, Jay. Have a great day, and we'll see you at your appointment.
That was the demo, and I want to share that the platform I'm using is called Retell AI. You just come to this site, register a new account. For all the new users, you get a $10 free credit. You don't need a special link from me or anything, just their website and register for new account. Once you're in their website, you will see this agent tab. Go on here and create an agent. There are 3 types of agent you can create: single prompt, multi-prompt, and conversation flow. In this video, I'll just be focusing on the single prompt, which is the most straightforward agent. I will make separate tutorials about the multi-prompt and the conversation flow agent. And if you click on the single prompt agent, there will be a template. You can either start from scratch, from blank, or you can use your existing template to customize your own. So for this demo, I use this one, the healthcare check-in. As you can see, this is the interface for the template. You have a one prompt here, therefore the single prompt name. You can put all the information here, and the agent or the bot will follow the instruction written in this prompt. On the top, you have some information about this agent, the agent ID, agent type, as well as the cost. So Retell bills per minute of usage, and as you can see, there is a voice engine which costs about 7 cents per minute, and also the GPT-4o mini, which costs about 0.6 seconds per minute. You can change to a different language model here. So the one I'm using is the cheapest one. It does the job most of the time, but if your conversation is more complex, then you might want to choose the more powerful language model like the 4o or the Cloud 3.7 Sonnet, but those will cost a lot more, about 10 times more. The gear icon will allow you to set things like the language model temperature. Usually it's good to keep it as low as possible, so 0 or very close to 0. That way you will get less randomness in the things that the agent will say. And this is the place you can choose a voice. There are currently 3 providers integrated with Retell AI: 11 Labs, PlayHT, OpenAI. Most of the time, I recommend using 11 Labs voice because these are pretty much the best voice out there. And the one that we're using today is called Julia. So I can play a sample for you. You can have a listen what it sounds like.
Hello, I'm Julia. What's on your mind that you want to talk about today?
And the other 2, PlayHT and OpenAI, I use them for fallback purposes. So basically a backup plan. And this gear icon here will allow you to choose different models from a provider. I just go with the default, and you can choose the voice speed, talk slower, faster. The temperature here, if you have a high number, the voice will be more emotional, and a lower number, the voice will be less emotional. And you can also adjust the voice volume here. Obviously, the platform supports different languages. Feel free to choose one to test if you need to support other languages. Now, this section in the middle, this is where all the good settings are. I will be walking you through all the settings that I think are the best for an agent. Functions are basically the tools that the voice agent can use during the call. This template comes with 2 preview functions. The first one is called transfer call, the second one end call. So basically, if needed, you can transfer this call to a real human. The end call function is used to hang up the call basically. And the functions are very powerful because it allows you to do different things in real time during the call. For example, checking a calendar, also booking a calendar, or send confirmation email or text messages. I will be making a separate video just to talk about how to make custom functions for the platform. Knowledge base, this is where you can give certain knowledge to your agent. So kind of like a vector database. Speech settings, you can add a background sound. I usually keep these settings default. Enable back channeling, you want to enable this because this will add affirmation words like yeah, okay. It's just to make your conversation more engaging. AI agent feels less robotic, and you want to add some affirmation words. Feel free to copy and paste these words to your own bot. I leave this one blank. Speech normalization, this is very important. This one will convert text like numbers, currencies, and date into the human-like spoken form. So instead of 03/10/2025, it will say March 10th, 2025. And notice this turtle icon here. Whenever you enable a setting like this, it will add some latency to your bot, but it's worth the sacrifice. I keep this one enabled as well, and I keep the rest as default. Pronunciation setting, if you want any words to be pronounced differently, then you can customize the pronunciation for that word. Call settings, enable the voicemail detection, highly recommend. And I would just hang up if the bot detects it reaches a voicemail. And for this one, I set it to 15 seconds because if it reaches a voicemail, it should be able to detect that right away. So you don't need a whole 30 seconds for that. And call on silence, I keep this one to maybe 20 seconds. So this way, if the customer or the client doesn't speak for 20 seconds, then it will automatically end the call. Max call duration, adjust this, that fits your needs. So basically, once it reaches 9.5 minutes, it will disconnect the call automatically. The pause before speaking, this is also very important. If you set this one to 0, then as soon as the user picks up the call, our AI agent will start speaking. So at least give the user some time to kind of put the phone near their ear so that they can hear. And I usually set this to 3 seconds. Post-call analysis, this is where you can extract information of the conversation. This is also a very important feature, and I will show you this in a separate tutorial. Security settings, I leave this one unchecked, but if you don't want Retell to store your data, then check this, and Retell will opt out the sensitive data storage. Fallback voice ID, this is just in case that your main voice service is down, then you want to pick a plan B. So this one I don't really care because most of the time this will not be used. I'll just pick any random voice so that if there is anything happen to my primary voice provider, this one will be used. The webhook settings, the first one will be used if you want your inbound call to be able to capture certain variables such as the user phone number. And this second one, this is used for Retell to send you the phone status each time a phone call is initiated. I will also be walking through these in a separate tutorial. On the right hand side, this is where we can actually test our agent. So this test audio, this is what I used just now at the beginning of this tutorial. You can also test it by using it like a chatbot. To sum up, in this video, I showed you how to quickly set up an AI voice agent, and we also walked through some of the settings that I think are most important. I hope that was useful, and I'll see you the next time.